So welcome back to DC Silver Age Storytime, and this is the Black Magic of Supergirl Part 2. Then incredibly, am I seeing things? Something invisible has grabbed me. It's forcing me to operate. I can't resist its power. Ye gods, this can't be happening. And as the surgical team watches in awe, what astonishing skill. I never saw such a complicated operation before. I tell you, some unknown force is guiding my every move. At last, it's over. The operation was a success. I can't tell them what really happened. They'd never believe me. Oh, what wonderful news. Thank heavens. Dad will be well again. But seconds later, as Linda spies her reflection in a window pane, oh no, my head, it's sprouting horns. I'm turning into an evil demon, just as the scroll predicted. I must keep Mother from finding out. Thinking fast, Linda uses her scarf to form a turban. Linda, why did you tie your kerchief around your head? To keep the draft from disturbing my wig, Mother. And giving away my identity. I had to lie. She'd be horrified to discover my horns. That night in the room, my horns are growing longer, and I have an uncontrollable desire to do evil. I can't wait to do my first demonic deed. No, I must resist this feeling. Early the next day, calling all cars, a bank robber has just held up the City Trust Company. He's fleeing with $1 million in loot. An emergency. I'll be needed. I'd better switch to my super costume. Moments later, as the transformed maid of steel reaches the scene, there's the thief. Now, as Supergirl, I'd normally help the police to capture him, but as a she-devil, I must use my black magic to help him escape with his haul. Wow, all of a sudden I've sprouted wings. Those cops will never catch me now. Ha ha. He looks like a friendly guy. And now, as she-devil's demonic instincts take over. I can't help myself. Even though I'm fighting it, I must obey this compulsion to do fiendish deeds. Soon in a swampy wilderness, using my sorcerer's magic, I've made a witch's brew from which I can raise a mighty evil superdemon, like that of the ring, at my command. Back from his mission in the future, Superman is on patrol when he spies his cousin. Supergirl, what are you doing here? It's Superman. Another moment and he'd see how I've been changed. I must prevent that. Then, as the super sorceress chants an eerie spell, demon hands from brew arise, steal the sight from Superman's eyes. An incredible instant later, Supergirl, where are you? I can't see anything. Even my X-ray vision doesn't work. Something seems to be covering my eyes. Why, Superman, I can't imagine what's happening to you. For a few moments, the Man of Steel panics. I'm blind! Blind! Got to get this obstruction away from my eyes. If only I could undo my spell. But as a she-devil, I can only do evil magic. I'll try to find a way to help you, Superman. Can you find your way to the Fortress of Solitude? Yes, I can guide myself with my super hearing by tuning in on certain interplanetary clocks I have there. Seeking a way to break the spell, Supergirl returns to the Asiatic Bazaar. Abdul the Magician, it's you. But you can't be alive. I saw you burned on the funeral pyre. I am a merchant, not a magician. Leave me in peace, demon. I know you not. He is the man I knew as Abdul. I could see the marks on his arm left by the fangs of the snake. Yet he denies his identity. And how did he survive the flames of his funeral pyre? Just then she glimpses a wind-blown piece of parchment. That piece of parchment kicked up by Abdul's camel. As it passed, it looks vaguely familiar. As Supergirl pieces the scroll together, great Krypton. It's the missing last line from the scroll which Abdul gave me with the ring. I see. Only fire can remove the demon spell. That's why Abdul was so anxious to be burned on a funeral pyre. And demon you'll remain till fire will cleanse all evil on your pyre. Swiftly she speeds to a distant volcano. The searing flames of the lava will burn away my demon spell just as fire removed Abdul's curse. Strange, the boiling lava doesn't work. She next streaks to a nearby mountain where my body is acting like a lightning rod in this electrical storm, but the fantastic heat of the lightning bolts still has no effect. I'm still a she-devil. I must try again. I'll plunge down into the immeasurable heat of the sun. That should certainly end my she-devil career. But Supergirl once again meets disappointment. Nothing seems to help. The sun's heat has no effect on me. I'm doomed to remain a she-devil forever, unless, wait, there's one last source of heat I haven't tried yet. Hurtling across the gulfs of space, she finds There it is, the one fire in the universe that can affect me. If this doesn't cure me, nothing will. Then plunging into the incredible holocaust. My head is reeling. I'm blacking out. This fantastic heat is even too much for me. Long afterward, as Supergirl comes to, I'm floating free in space. My horns, they're gone. I'm cured. How glorious. Triumphantly, Supergirl hastens back to Earth, where that spell of blindness vanished a short time ago. Did you have anything to do with it? Yes, Superman. I was under a terrible spell myself. Wait until you hear the weird story. After Supergirl finishes her nightmare tale, and because I was invulnerable to the fiercest heat, even the searing flames of the sun couldn't cleanse me of the demon spell. It took kryptonite flame to do it. An asteroid with kryptonite flame, I remember it. Once it was the famed fire falls of old Krypton. When the planet exploded, it hurled the falls into space, where the flames turned into a kind of kryptonite, like all other parts of Krypton. I don't think gravity works the way Leo Dorfman appears to think it works. When I was cleansed by the kryptonite fire, I fulfilled the words of the scroll and became my old self again. Now I'll round up that robber I helped escape. Very interesting. Perhaps that's why superstitious people burned witches. Yeah, they were helping them. They were trying to drive out the demons which possessed them. The Satan ring and the scroll were destroyed by the heat, but please, don't tell anyone I once was a she-devil. It's something I'd rather forget. Trust me, Supergirl, my lips are sealed.